Good morning, everybody. I'm Go Beer, Go Home. Welcome to the Sunday Brunch Kit Builds. Every Sunday we show up, except for last Sunday. Every Sunday we show up and we work on a kit. We'll do some weathering, some graffiti. Maybe we'll work on the layout. Today I've got a number of things to go over. Got a few things to show you guys, and then we'll get to work as well on some more kits. Good morning. Good morning. We're gonna go through the list here as well, and we're gonna see. I believe it was Mike Ho Trains that got the cookie. That's right. Yeah, Mike got the cookie, and, and my comments just disappeared. Oh, oh, there we go. Okay, it's back. Cookie, and then we saw Bubs and James from Dundas Junction Model Railroad, and Bradley. How's it going, Brad? And Brian. How's it going, Brian? And Floyd, and John, and John, and John, and Dwight. How's it going? And Dave, Almar. Nice to see you. Brian from Inked Rails. Mark from M&M Rails. And so on and so forth. We usually get started around 11. That's cool. We can start like a little bit early because I've got a lot to show you guys. So last weekend, obviously, I wasn't here because I was in Springfield. I was at the Amherst Railroad Show. I had such a good time, and I spent the weekend hanging out with Trackside Mike and also the Otter Valley group, and helping out at the booth, selling all the product and informing all the buyers who needs some stuff, who wants to buy some stuff. And I did a bit of shopping as well. So I'm going to show you that stuff as well. And of course, I had to write everything down because, I mean, it was 3 days. It was a long weekend. Let me tell actually 4 days because I left on the Thursday. I was waiting all day because I wanted to make sure that Lauren got across the border first. If he didn't get across the border, then there really wouldn't have been any point in going because I was going to help them out. So that was a big part of it. So I was able to leave here at about maybe like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the evening, and I got lost along the way. Me and my abilities of listening to the GPS. I was about an hour away. And my GPS is like, continue on this road and go through the toll booth. And I'm like, whoa. We didn't talk about a toll route. I was like, I don't know how this is going to work. I didn't have any, American coin on me really. So I went into my little car navigation thing and I turned off toll route. So then I got off that road and then it was like, it's going to be 2 hours until you get there. And I'm like, oh, lovely. So that was a mistake on my part. I didn't know that it would just take a picture of my plate and then bill me later. If I had known that, then I would have been there, way sooner. But wasn't too bad because Lauren and the guys, it took them a little bit to get there because Lauren's truck broke down. And then Mike and Daytona Steve, they showed up, they picked up Lauren in the trailer, and then they continued. So even though I was late by an hour, I waited at the hotel for another hour, and then they showed up. So we didn't even really get into our rooms until like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. It was crazy. But who needs sleep, right? I think he is looking into a new truck, or he's got a new truck or something. They had to leave it over in the States and he's going to go get it because I think it's being fixed, but he's going to get a new one. So, I'm not sure, Floyd. I had no idea where I was. All I know is that by happy accident, because there was no way I could have done that on purpose. So I ended up in the bush and, I had no idea where I was. The streets were all weird, going through residentials, and of course it's like 12 midnight to 1 o'clock in the morning, and there's deer running everywhere, so I almost hit Bambi and her family several times actually, and then I ended up passing the Oak Ridge facility and there was a whole string of Oak Ridge trash gondolas parked outside. Wasn't about to get out of my vehicle at 1 a.m. to take some photos, you know, but it was nice to drive by and see the facility and all those trash and scrap gondolas in real time, of course. But yeah, Friday we did the setup. The setup was quick. I'm gonna say it was quick. It was just mostly unboxing things and making the displays look nice and whatnot. I happen to have a background in stuff like that, so I always try to make visual presentation, to be nice. Mike and I got to do some shopping, of course, as well, and I'll show you some of that. One of the big things, which is a very small thing, which I was overly impressed with, Katie, the coupler people, Katie, and they had their trucks as well. They were in the booth next to us, and they were selling these little. It's a keychain, but it's a coupler, and you know what I mean. It's the smallest thing, and I'm so amused, and I'm like, all the guys at home need these. I don't know why. I got two for myself. I got the red with the white, and then I got an all white one because that's my style. I got one for James, sent that with his stuff. If you guys didn't see his layout update, he did show off some stuff that he got. Got one for Mark, got one for Bubs. Yeah, so I want to make sure all the boys had them. And then we did obviously some other shopping. It's funny because I saw on eBay, I'm going to say it was 6 months or more ago, these railroad signs, and one was an ONR sign, and I tried to buy it, and they're like, "Where do you live?" And I'm like, "Canada." And they're like, "We don't ship to Canada." I'm like, oh, peanuts. So he was actually at the show, and I had no idea. So he didn't have the ONR one, but I ended up getting myself very nice Via Rail. It's a round sign, and it has that's the Renaissance theme. Very nice. And got this nice CN one, the noodle, and it has it says Illinois Central, Grand Trunk and Western, Duluth, Winnipeg, Pacific Railway, Central Vermont. All the big ones that I guess CN acquired. Yeah, Elgin, Juliet, and Eastern, the EJ&E. So that one was really nice, and I also got a tall square one as well. Mike got the same one. You probably saw that one on his. I already hung it, so you can't really see it. And I got this one for me, and I got one for Mark as well. Mark, if you're watching, it has the F40, my favorite locomotive. I don't know about you guys, but the F40 is one of my favorites. And this is 6434 Via Rail. Mark, you got one of these as well. And of course, I got Bubs. I got him a CP one. I can't remember what the number on the CP logo is. And then James got the TH&B sign. I want to make sure that because they missed out, so always thinking about these guys. So I wanted to bring some home for them as well. Mark was supposed to come by yesterday, but I slept all day, and I kind of missed that. So we'll get you next time, Mark. Next time you come by, I've got your coupler and picture for you there. As well, we were walking around. Mike and I were tasked with going and talking to other shops and whatnot on Sunday, and we ended up doing a bit of shopping while we were, out and about. And I don't know if Mike showed you guys this stuff, but I mean, the way we were, it's funny because he's like, okay, well, I'll buy a couple, and then I'll buy a couple, and then we're gonna like mix and match so that we each get some of each. But there was only a couple that I really needed, so I just picked out what I wanted, and then I just gave Mike the rest. I didn't really care. Because he got these parking spaces, but they're angled, so they're very nice. HO scale, of course. And all you do is you put some white glue on the back, thin it out, and then lay it wherever you want it to go. I picked out the straight ones because in some areas on my layout, I have some straight parking, and then I'm going to have some angled sections as well. So I kept a couple of those. The one thing that I really wanted, I found it and I was like, oh, I have to have this, was this blank piece. No, I was joking. Was this here? It's mini golf. It's a little mini golf thing. I don't, yeah, there's no other way around it. It's mini golf. So I'm going to at some point do a little mini golf thing on the layout. And I know Mini Prince has a little mini golfer. So I'll probably grab a couple of those and do a little mini golf course. Not a huge thing, doesn't need to be huge. But it also came with all this. I have no idea what most of this is. I'm pretty sure it has to do with like maybe some sort of mini putt because it was in the thing with it. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it looks pretty cool. And there's also a little hut. I think I have to attach this to cardstock. I cut it out, attach it to cardstock to give it a bit of durability, and it's your little mini golf hut where you go and get your beverages or your clubs or you pay for whatever. So that was something that I was like, okay, and then I ended up splitting those because they give you enough. I don't know why they give you that many, but Michael probably end up doing a mini putt as well. But it's cool because I got a lot of random stuff from Mini Prince. For example, around Halloween, I know I got like a giant spider. So I'm going to try to incorporate some of that mini stuff into the mini golf to make it true mini. It'll be mini golf. And there'll be, weird obstacles like the giant spider, and I don't know, maybe make it a haunted theme. That'd be kind of cool. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I got to find a spot on the layout for the mini golf first, but that's in the cards. That's the plan. So on top of that, I got to meet lots of cool people. Some of them of which are in the chat. Just to name a few. Artie, Heath, Almar, Ed, Sparky, which I've already met a number of times, but it's still great to see him. Mom and Son, which is Tammy and Ray. Chris from the Model Train Aficionado, and My Life's Tracks, Muskoka Steve, the Pixel Depot, Chris from Whiskey Creek and N-Scale. I've already met him as well, but always great. Same thing with Anthony from Georgia Sunbelt and Dave from Crooked River and Eastern. Got to meet Split Rock. Split Rock's a cool dude. He came up to me and I didn't even know it was him because he was wearing a mask and he's like, "Yo, young man, I'm gonna have to have a word with you over here." And I was like, "Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, what would you, that's my customer service kicks in right away. How may I help you? One of those times." And then he took off the mask. I'm like, "Oh, it's this freaking guy." But that's that he got me. He got me good. Also Railfan Man and Rail Lady, they were there. Very nice. DeBob's N-Scale. And out of nowhere, Al Mayo. I know he's kind of hit and miss with a lot of people. Very controversial, but he's such a nice guy. I gotta say. Yeah, he was so nice to meet in person. Shook hand and whatnot. Cool guy. Mini Prince hosted the meet and greet on Saturday, 12 noon. We all crammed into the Mini Prince booth, so that was fun. Most of the people, though, that were there I've already met because they were walking around and they came to see Mike and I at the Mini Prince booth. So it was kind of like, hello again, one of those situations. So, but it was definitely very nice to get to see and meet everybody. Did you meet the kid who models with his father and has that epic layout? I need a name. I feel like a lot of people do model with their father And there's a lot of epic layouts out there, so I'm going to need a bit more context. Let's see. But yeah, DB Tech as well. Absolutely. I got lots of stickers, most of which I put on to the fascia already, and then I've got a pile because it was extra. So I think, Mark, I have to hook you up with some stickers as well. Just got to let me know what you don't have. On top of that, so not just the YouTubers, but there was a lot of other people that I got to meet as well. So everyone from engineers that work for CSX, Via Rail, some big names in the hobby like Jim Wiggin from Athearn, George from Soundtracks, Lionel Strang. I got my first Modeler's Life t-shirt from Lionel that weekend. So, and we also, there was the whole Modeler's Life dinner thing that we got to go to and hang out with the guys. Super nice. Everyone was so friendly there. Some of the Rapido guys, of course. Trackside Mike, he's awesome too. And I knew he was going to be there. Lee English of Bowser, so the owner of Bowser. I got to meet him because, I mean, you guys, you know, I love Bowser. You guys always hear about how much I love Bowser. Well, I got to meet the guy who is Bowser. Not the guy who fights Mario, the owner of the train, you know. And of course, the Intermountain family. There was lots of them there. So, Otter Valley made a bunch of announcements on the weekend, and just in case you did miss them, of course, you know that Otter Valley is good for the 6,000 and 6,400 scrap and trash gondolas. Well, they announced their second run with a lot of the more colorful, newer schemes like ABC Recycling and Secure. Yeah, there's quite a few. So it's nice to see that they're already on their second run. But what they ended up doing was they took a lot of their more popular HO scale ones from the first run and some of the really cool looking ones from the second run. And they're doing a whole run in N scale now. So if you're an N scaler and you know you've been wanting and waiting, they're doing the trash cars in N scale. So it's really cool. It's good to see that. And I think all three cars that they have, both the 6,000 and 6,400 and even the pipe car, they're all up for model train car of the year for 2023. We won't find out until some point this month if they actually win, but I really hope they do because there was a lot of effort, a lot of love went into those cars. You know, they get my vote. So, and of course, because of that, at one point, the guys from Model Railroader magazine came up, and Lauren was like, "Yeah, talk to Chris here. He'll tell you about all the new releases." And I was like, what? So I ended up getting interviewed by Model Railroader magazine, which was really, really cool. Very nerve-wracking, of course, but I don't know if you guys subscribe to it, but if you see me, give me a shout and, you know, let me know if you see me on there because that would be neat. They also announced or I guess it was a re-announce because it was originally announced back in September at the open house, but the HO scale ingot bulkhead flat car and also the Point St. Charles transfer van. They were highlighted a bit more during the show. There was also a sample of the transfer van. So we were able to show, you know, this is the progress on it so far. But I'm sure, obviously, there was so many more announcements during the show. I know that you guys caught quite a few. But yeah, I'll probably do an updated, like these are all the new announcements from everybody at some point. I just wanted to mention and highlight the Otter Valley stuff. Not in a magazine. I think it's like their online video magazine. They've got, yeah. Where are those at, Chris? What booth was that at in the parking lot in the mini golf sheet? Oh, I can't even tell you what building it was in. because I was lost. Honestly, like I know I had mentioned it in the because I did a live on Saturday night, kind of recapping day one, but I never got to do day two. So this is kind of like the overall, you know, of both days. But I walked into the first building and I was like, this is the biggest train show I've been to. And then Trackside Mike took me to two more buildings full of, shops and stores and layouts. And well, yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen Heath's videos. Hi, Heath. And yeah, it was like the train store where there's no back to the train store. You just keep going and there's more and more. There's no end in sight. There was one layout that stretched all the way from one end of a building to the other, and it was like not that wide. It was, it was just lengthy. It was straight run. Crazy. Um, yeah, if you've never been, go at least once. I'm probably gonna have to go again next year, but yeah, it was nuts. So yeah, after day one, which was the Saturday, there was over, I think statistically, over 26,000 people. Either 26,000 or 2,600. No, I'm pretty sure it was 26,000 people. Might be wrong. I think I got that from their website. Yeah, 26,000 people, which was a new record. Scary if you don't like large crowds, but you know, it is what it is. Not as many people on day two because of the weather. Yeah, 26K. That's crazy. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of, shaking babies and kissing hands, right? So that's crazy. The AML guys were awesome. Got a chance to, talk with Lionel and basically just the camaraderie. And let me tell you, I know that Wigwag always does that, that when you say rapido, you're fast track to model railroading, fun. It doesn't hit the same until you hear a room full of men saying it at the top of their lungs. It just doesn't hit the same until you hear that. And it's like, wow. I wish I had recorded it. But yeah, it was awesome. Pizza and wings were great. Um, yeah. Second day was fine, like I said, except for the weather. It gave us a bit more time to sit, and of course, you could spend a little bit more time with people passing by. I got to talk to a lot of awesome people, and some guys who even said, "Oh, in real life, in the real world, I get to." Shunt some of these cars around, some of the scrap cars and whatnot, and it's cool because they get to see, the model form and they critique it. And I heard nothing but positive feedback from clients, customers, and whatnot. It was really cool. And of course, there was the odd person that would say, "Hey, aren't you that guy?" And I was like, "No, no, I'm not that guy." um, but of course, there was also like Mike and I had gone to a couple of stores that they had their setups, and they now want to carry Otter Valley products. So if you don't like the whole shipping from Canada to the U.S., I can tell you that White Rose Hobbies and also Yankee Dabbler. So if you shop at either one of those stores, even getting to talk to the guys at White Rose Hobby, they're so nice. They're very excited for the ingot flat car. Very nice guys. If you want any of those cars and you're in the U.S., they have the 6000s, the 6400s, and the pipe cars. Reach out to them and let them know. Same with Yankee Dabbler. It's the whole family deal. I talked to the dad, Bob, I believe his name was, and his son as well. Yeah, very nice people. Very nice. What else did I get? Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah. So that was basically it. The show was amazing. Like I said, if you've never been, then go. Go at least once. Go early because in a case like this, because the one thing that I set out to go get I got, and I was there early enough to get it. It's Super Trees. That's right. Um, yeah, I'm very excited about this because after talking with Split Rock, because he's like the king of this stuff, and I feel like I've learned a lot from him just watching and watching his lives and his videos and whatnot. He does a lot of tutorial stuff as well. I'm like, okay, I got to get these while I'm there. So I got a big box of it. Look how big it is. The armatures or whatever they're called. Scenic Express. Not a bad price. So it's 40 American for the big box. Free shipping, obviously. And I think every time I go, I'm going to get a box or two. And I think Mike and I got the exact same thing. So it's kind of funny. So I got Super Leaf as well. So that's it's a bit of a darker green. And it was $10.50 for that. For the, they said that it could go a long way as long as I use it sparingly. And this is a bit of a lighter green. Fun stuff. So at some point I'm going to do Super Trees, and that'll be fun because I've never done it and I've always wanted to do it. So I get to take you along for the journey. And of course, I saw this bag of pine trees. Big bag of pine trees. I want to kind of open this up because I want to look at these. Who makes this? Okay, so this is Scenic Express as well. I just want to look at these because, oh my gosh, how many's in here anyways? It would have been a great deal if I got two bags, but I really just wanted the one for now. Yeah, they're nice. You probably just got to get fluffed out a little bit here. Probably just fix it a little bit. But yeah, trees, lots of trees. It says there's 15 in here, so that's pretty good. That'll cover a good amount of area. Neat. I need more trees for the layout, so that was definitely, it's what I need, right? So, also, there is an also. What also was there? I don't remember. But just before I left, actually, this was back in, I want to say either early to mid-December, January, something like that. If you go on the Metrolinx website, Metrolinx, obviously you guys know Metrolinx, they were selling bumper stickers. And actually, they were free. All you got to do is add it to your cart, pick which one you want, and then they send it to you for free. And they finally came in. So if you're reading this, it's too late to take go. And then, because you can only order one, my wife ordered one as well, which she doesn't even drive. My other car never gets stuck in traffic. So I'm gonna add these to the fascia as well. I like stickers and Go Transit. So it was a perfect fit. I think there was 4 or 5 different ones you can choose from, and you find a way to cheat the system. You get a couple. But on top of that, I also have a mini of the month box here that I kind of already half opened, and I'm going to show you what new minis Bernard is working on or has done. So it's the year of the dragon. Is it? Happy New Year. I'm calling the first mini box of the year Dumpsters and Dragons. The dragon is something that has been often requested, and it's for the upcoming Chinese New Year, Year of the Dragon. Yeah. Ice machines, marquee signs, which I've seen on the Facebook. News figure Close to the Edge series. Laura is walking a fine line, balancing on the edge of your layout, and some residential gas meters to round it out. Neat. Okay, well, let's take a look. The dragon sounds very enticing because I've got a mini putt layout now, or I'm going to have a mini putt course. I've got that giant spider. I think the dragon, depending on how the dragon looks, how I can incorporate that somehow. Here's the dragon. Oh, that looks cool. I think that will make for a perfect little mini putt kind of like dragon on the course. I don't have, okay, yeah, it's already bagged up. Whatever. You know what the mini putt looks like. Yeah, I might have to do a little dragon on the mini putt. You can always use these for anything. I think that, does that hold up the, oh, okay. Well, I'll put that there for now. Let's see what else we got here. This looks like it has a couple of things in it. So there is what looks like the Laura person walking the thin line. Very nice. If you remember as a child walking along the curb, floor is lava, that kind of scenario. That's really cool. You get 3 gas meters, and these will go on the outside of a house. And I'm starting to build a little bit of a residential. Can you guys see that? They're still in their little upright things, so that's kind of cool. Got to take those off of there, and then obviously paint them and attach them to the sides of the houses, gas meters. And here's the big trash can. I think that'll be perfect for the scrap yard that I have. I can probably fill it with scrap. Scrap and trash. Very nice. The doors for it are in here. Okay, so the doors, these are the doors, and you can put them obviously open or closed. Let's see, there's one, and then this one here would be on this side. That's cool. And there's the little locking mechanism as well. Obviously, I have to clean it up a bit, decide where it's going, and decide how I'm going to position it. And then as well, like I said, we've got an ice machine. And I think that goes like that. Probably perfect for a little gas station. If you've got a gas station, you can put the ice or icy on the front there. They're usually all white. A few little silver bits on there. Very nice. And of course, the marquee sign. Now he was offering these where they could light up as well. I don't think this is the light up one, unless it does have the ability, and I just need to add the light to it. Okay, there's a little hole there, and it does look like it's almost like it's hollow. So I think all I need to do is add an LED. There's your sign there with the arrow. Very nice. And it also comes with the clear. It is clear. It's on acetate. But it has like that protective film on the back there. I don't know what it says. If you, what does it say? It says, oh, maybe if I turn it over, that would help. Think small. If you're looking for a sign, this is it. Nice. So it gives you obviously one for both sides. And yeah, you can do a little marquee sign. It's also good for, I think they have those for construction as well. So you can do like, one way or whatever. You have to print your own little acetate sign. Yeah, super trees. Honestly, it's something that I've been wanting for a really long time, and I haven't even started yet. And I'm like, oh man, where do I start on the layout with that? Because there's a lot of areas on the layout where I need to fill it in with trees. So I'm gonna be going nuts with that. The one thing I need to get, which I didn't get, is the forest bottom, right? Because when you look at a forest, it's not grass, right? There might be some like moss and whatnot, but yeah, it's there's dirt and debris. What's it called? Deadfall. So a little bit of everything on the floor of the forest. You don't want to do grass. So I got to do some of that. But yeah, that's it. That's all the stuff that I got at Thing, uh, and the mini of the month. That was good as well. I'm doing an unboxing. I was supposed to have it Friday, but I was out because the wife had a doctor's appointment, so I missed my delivery window. Otherwise, I would have done an unboxing here. But I do have an order that came in from OVR, which I'll do this week because I'll probably end up getting it tomorrow. And then also, I am considering doing a locomotive roster update because it's been years, and I do mean years and years since I've done, a video showcasing all the locos I have, and there might be a couple coming tomorrow. So I gotta add those to the collection first, and then I'll be able to show all of them. But yeah, let's get started. Let's get some work done because honestly, I've been talking for the last 30 minutes and I haven't really done much. So, oh, Perry, hey, how's it going, Perry? Whoop, there we go. Now, also, if I missed anybody, Anthony, I don't think I got to say hi to you, although I did see your comments. Hi, Anthony. Of course, anybody else that I missed? Oh, you'll see, Mike. You'll see. Um, yeah, there was a couple that a couple of things that I needed. Actually, I ended up selling one of my weathered and detailed cars at the show. Somebody's like, "Can I buy your car?" And I was like, And then Lauren's like, "Yes, yes, you can." So I ended up getting more pipe cars, and I replaced that one, and I got a few more. A couple of things, but you'll have to wait till I do my unboxing, my mail call, to see what I got. Now, obviously, because I'm through all that stuff, I got through all the stuff that I needed to talk about and whatnot before I actually got to work. In typical Sunday brunch fashion, of course, if anybody is working on something, if you are, if you're working on a kit, doing some weathering, doing some train related stuff, then you can join me. The link is up there in the chat. 7 of them? I don't remember. I think I got a case box, or not a case box, but like a set of 6, like set number 1 or something like that. The purple on my desk. This right here. When I was at the Amherst show, I went by a booth that had some. They had some really cool stuff. I can't remember the name of the booth or the store or whatever because I think Mike got the sheet that had the name on it. but I'll show you here. Well, that's just the booth, but it's for this here. It's a mini golf. They had different ones. There was a baseball diamond. There was, I believe, a soccer field. Mike got one that had road, like a road on it, which is pretty cool. Baseball diamond football field, I think, as well. That's just the snack bar, or where you go get your putter and your whatchamacallit from. Actually, you know what? I can do this now. Where's that dragon? There it is. Whoops. So let's say, for example, dragon, you hit the ball, I don't know, you tee off there, and then it goes through the dragon's feet or something, and you got to get through the dragon. Yeah, I think that would work, right? And then, you do different setups and whatnot. Like, I was thinking about even taking matchsticks and doing, like, cutting them down so that they're very small, and then doing the wood paneling right along the side, like the bumper, just to kind of make an over-the-top kind of mini putt course, something like this here. To, I don't know. I'll play around with it, see what I can come up with. Oh, you know what? That's what those are for. You can kind of make your own little thing here, and yeah, that has a bunch of little holes to it, and yeah. So I'll have to really look at it, break it down, and then figure out where I'm going to put the mini putt course, and then do that, because they do take up a bit of space, but it'll be fun. I'm really excited to do that. Oh, here we go.
Whoa.
Hey, Mike. Good morning.
Morning, fellas.
How are you today?
I wasn't quite ready. I'm just setting up here.
No worries. Are we twinning right now? Are we twinning?
Looks like it. Yeah. I didn't realize you were going to put shirt on today.
No, normally I do my lives without a shirt. So.
Yeah. Yeah. How's everything going?
What are you working on today?
What am I working on today? Dabbling a little bit of weathering. Doing some locomotives.
Nice. Any locomotive? So you're gonna weather a locomotive?
Yeah. Here's one I did. Yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you should. Yeah, it looks good.
I took some decal remover and give it the really rough look.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah, turned out all right.
Now, do you just kind of do your own thing, or do you look up at I guess in this case that would be 4807. Do you ever look up like 4807 and see how that looks?
I just look at the locomotives on
replicate
it in the yard. There's a couple of touch-ups I got to do on it, but yeah,
it looks good though.
So I'm working on that. Thank you. Working on that. That's a GP. What is that one? GP 38. A couple GP 40s I'm going to do next. Not everything's shiny on the railroad, so.
Unfortunately.
Got some Tamiya.
I think what I'll probably end up doing is I'll keep a lot of my passenger stuff shiny, because at least they go for like daily washes. But freight stuff, yeah, it's got to look not so brand new.
Not so newish, eh?
No.
Yeah, it was a good time at the show. Those scenery sheets, they're called scenerysheets.com.
Scenery sheets. See, I mean, like, even if I had guessed that, I still wouldn't have guessed that. But it's the most obvious, right?
Yeah,
scenery sheets.
So that's the one with the railroad crossing.
Yep.
I don't know how many comes in a pack. There's quite a few.
I think it was 5 per pack.
Yeah, 5 per pack. That's right.
And I don't think I told
Well,
you. I just took a couple of. I took a couple of them, and then I just put the rest in your bag.
oh, did you?
Yeah, yeah, because I knew how much I needed, and it really wasn't as much as what we had purchased. So that's why I just like one of each, I guess.
Well, if you run out, let me know. I got extras.
All right. Bub says he knows about a CNGP 38-2 where the cab is gray with
Gray
a
on
couple
top.
of orange areas left. Yeah,
Nice.
that's pretty cool.
It's kind of like the layout. I just freelance.
Yeah, it's nice to have something that somebody else doesn't have. You know?
Yeah, it's not prototypical. It's, I don't know. I just let her have it.
I'm gonna have a couple of locos to send over to Perry soon. See Perry in the chat there. Perry, do you feel like doing some light weather?
See, he's doing a couple RS-18s.
Anthony says Wahlberg Forest Ground. Wahlberg Forest Ground. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm making a mental note right now.
Wahlberg
I'm messaging
Forest
you, Mike,
Ground.
but I'm just saying Wahlberg. Not Warburg. Wahlberg.
Forest Ground. Forest. That's for the foliage?
There was some. It's like so because you know how in a forest, it's not grass. It's more of like deadfall and wood chips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what I need. I need some of that, and I forgot, of course, while I was there, to look for that.
Oh, there's probably lots of things you forgot when they're at the show.
Probably. Well, then they say if they don't have it at the show, then it doesn't exist, right?
Yeah.
Undergrowth. Yeah, that too.
I'm looking for some parts that come off.
Yeah, I think I have a third rail Thursday this week, and I was probably going to do some work on the layout. I'm not 100% yet, but I know I have to come up with something.
That's probably what I'll end up doing tomorrow. Working on the layout. Well, maybe today.
Are we on your channel tomorrow?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, because we were coming home last Monday. So, yeah, be on my channel tomorrow. And she stole my paper towel. Huh.
So I'm just working on this lumber kit here because I needed more lumber for my center beam cars, and I'm still too stubborn to go just cut a piece of wood at the correct size. So I'm just using the Scene Master lumber stacks for now, and then I'm just gonna wrap them. Yep, very stubborn.
Clean off the mat.
This is what they look like. So, Brad, Mike's channel, it's called Trackside Mike. Spelled exactly as how you would think it would be spelled.
Can you see that?
Or if anybody can put a little... Oh, yeah, now we can. Oh, no.
Let's move the camera.
Oh.
Sorry if you're getting dizzy. That's probably better looking down at it.
Yeah.
Hopefully that stays. She's got the wash machine right loaded up.
I think Mike's still prepping there for the weathering. Did you already do your dull coat on those, or?
Yeah.
I don't think he can hear me.
Scrap my X-Acto blade.
Oh yeah. That's what I need. I have to get a cradle still. I often find myself working on logos or cars, and then what happens is that I just put down a piece of paper towel, and then the car rolls away still. So that'll probably be an investment at some point. I think everyone should have one, really. I think it looks like he has the one. Is that a magnetic strip that you have along there for screws and whatnot?
Yes, sir. That's the ESU cradle.
Yeah. Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah.
That's super fancy.
Works well if you're taking, things apart.
Yeah, because doesn't who makes the other one? Does Bowser make the other one?
That is a good question. I'm not sure. I only bought this one, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll cut the tape out and do the windows. I can find my better blade.
Good morning, Canadian Locomotive Logistics. That's another video I'm working on, the camera car video. Got a couple of things in the go, but January was such a busy month.
Oh, yeah. Got to pop the windows out, too.
And Bradley is currently modifying a GP38-2 by adding a porch potty to the rear and adding an RLC equipment to the locomotive for a grain industry. Wagner Mills Fast Flour. Neat. So I mostly use just the big ones, like this size here. I took all my little ones and I put them on those. It's almost like scaffolding racks, the metal racks that you would see inside a Home Depot. I put all my little loads of lumber on those because it fits really, really well. But the big ones, not as well. Okay, those are different sizes. These are also very small.
The Senior Master racks, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, I put the small lumber loads on those over by the lumber mill just because it fits really, really well. Yeah, Anthony, I did, and I took a picture of it. It wasn't doing much though. It was just sitting there. I'm not sure if they're done with the whole electronic side of it. It is what it is. I mean, you're kind of like being pigeonholed to buy it to kind of complete the train, and that's the only reason why we probably get it, just to kind of complete it. John says use the foam that comes with the case of ice cream sugar cones as protection between the layers of cones to cut to size. Works great. Neat. Finally, Intermountain is going to do my Winchester and Western Railroad GP10.
That's nice.
It's always great when companies listen.
A lot of this I'll do with the airbrush too. The splash up and stuff.
Do you do the airbrushing?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Nice. It's one thing I need to get into.
Yeah, because it's nice for doing the spray for the dirt on the trucks and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll weather the wheels too.
There's a little thing that I think is a Micromark sells it, and you can put your wheels into it and then spray them so you don't get any paint on the actual flange.
Yeah, you talking the wheel holders?
Pop your wheels into it, spray it, let it dry, and then pop them out again.
They must be in the back room. I have a set that you can do 33s and 36s, I think. Works nice.
Yeah. And we got Bubs with us as well. Hey, Bubs, how's it going?
Hey,
Long
Bubs.
time no hear from any one of you guys. It's been a while since I've been on a live.
What are you talking about? I was talking the other day.
Oh, I know you guys have been talking to me the other day, but I mean, it's the first time in a while that I've been on a live, is what I'm saying.
Sorry, Bubs. I had to throw that in there.
I know it's Sunday. You got to have fun.
Yeah,
It's the weekend.
feels like it's been.
Yeah, it's been a while for sure.
So what are you working on there? Bub?
I'm going to try weathering, actually, the 6000 series car that I have here. Going to do the rust on the inside and
Nice.
make it black, make it a little bit darker on the outside instead of so flashy.
Now, do you look at prototype photos and try to replicate, or what?
Sometimes, but most of the time I just wing it.
It's all in the memory bank.
Exactly.
There's no wrong answer.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, they're changing constantly, anyways, right? From job to job.
Oh, yeah.
This is the biggest part of this is just taking your time, taping. I know there's a way to pull the windows out, but I don't want to screw that up. Wade does a good job of that.
Yeah, that's I worry about the windows because it's like you gotta cover them up. You can't do the clear coat or whatnot
Either
on it
that-
either until you cover up.
Either that or you got to take them out like what Perry does.
Yeah, that's what Wade does. He takes them out. He's like, yeah, it's easy. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to screw it up. I'll just leave them in and make sure I tape it well.
Yeah, actually, Perry's working on my RS18Us right now.
I figured that. When he said he was working on RS8.
When's your next show there?
Next weekend, actually.
Next weekend?
Oh,
Yeah, our next layout is next weekend.
Jeez. I want to say
Actually,
Timonium was this weekend too, wasn't it? Wasn't there a train show in Timonium?
yeah.
I'm
And then
waiting
I
for
think the Barry show is next weekend as well.
Barry is Family Day weekend.
Oh, 3 days.
Yeah.
Eh?
Is it a 3-day show because of that?
Well, that is a good question. I think it's just 2 days.
And then there's the Belleville show that's happening in March.
Belleville.
I may actually try to go down for that one.
Yeah, don't do I go to that? Wait, which is the one that I used to go to that I've gone to a couple of times? Is it Belleville or is it?
I thought it was Barry, you said.
I can't
Yeah,
remember.
wouldn't be far from it.
Barry and Belleville are really far apart.
No, I've never been to the Barry show because
I
I
thought
think
you
it's
did.
Belleville's only 2 hours away, right?
Yeah. Or are you talking about the Kingston show?
Nope. Is it Kingston?
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's Kingston. But isn't it Kingston Belleville or something like that?
No,
I think they always
I
have some
don't
weird name
believe
for it.
so.
No,
Well, I know the Belleville show is called
unless
it's
it used
called
to be
Quincy
ran
Show.
by one person and then they changed. It's hard to keep track.
Yeah.
That's my excuse anyway.
I'm thinking Family Day weekend going to Deshler, Ohio.
What's that?
Rail fan spot.
You're going all the way stateside?
Yeah, it's only 2 hours away.
Ah.
I was in the States Friday night.
Well, yeah, I know, but
Bubs, did you get your text from Perry?
no, I did. Well, I saw it quickly, but I'm on the camera right now, so I can't really see what he said.
Hopefully, it's not too important.
I don't know. Sorry, Perry.
He's probably
Your
wanting
car's
to know.
upside down.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean the trailer's upside down?
The
You
trailer's
need that
upside
for arm fryer.
Oh, jeez. Laughs on a Sunday.
When is our prior show? That's June, right?
Yes.
Oh, June. Okay.
First weekend of June, which I am guessing would be.
Might make that this year.
I believe it's the first
You
and
should go.
second.
You should
I'm
go.
not sure.
The Ottawa Club always does a layout. To be honest, anytime I go, it's really just to see you guys, anyways. But yeah.
How easy is it to pop out these windows?
Port Hope.
That I do not. That I don't know. You'd have to ask Perry for that one.
I think what I'll do is
Oh, okay. He's asking if I want the coupler pins on or off my unit.
try that on an old locomotive first.
That's what Perry was asking. I mean, Perry, you can join us. I can try and see. See what he says.
Yeah, just jump up there, Perry. I'll put the link in there again, just in case.
Port Hope. Yeah, Port Hope's a couple weeks too, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
Actually, Tristan sent me a photo yesterday. He actually did all his loads and all his cars. His 6000s
For
and
which cars?
64. His 6000s and his 6400s
Oh, really?
that he has. Yes.
Oh, wow.
And he showed me that he has done it prototypical where they are almost right to the brim on the six. They are over the brim on the 6000s. And netted.
and netted.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Floyd wants to know if any of us have ever gone to Syracuse, New York train show at the New York State Fairgrounds in November.
No, I have not been there.
No, I haven't had it.
And that's right across from Gananoque.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Mike, you and Lauren drove
Is
through it.
Yeah. We drove right by there.
Hmm. Mark said that he went once a few years ago.
Yeah.
To Syracuse?
Neat.
Yeah. Yeah, we were actually Mike and I were talking with Nick from ITLA because they had announced a brand new kit, and it was really nice. The building, you got obviously the building and the detail parts, and then you also get a lot of mini prints included in the kit as well, which is really cool.
Oh.
I haven't ordered it yet personally, but probably going to order a wood kit real soon, probably by the end of the month. It didn't make sense to get it while I was down there because you know, the whole paying in American, it's easier just for me to order it online here and have it shipped, and I believe they ship for free within Canada, so it would work out a little bit better that way.
Yeah, I have to call him.
Also, I was talking to Nick from ITLA about how we do this brunch build every Sunday, and I asked him if he'd be willing to come on and share some of his techniques and whatnot with us as well. And he said that it's something that he would like to do.
Okay.
So it'll either be him or Muskoka Steve. Muskoka Steve also works with ITLA, and he's really good as well. He's quite the talent. So it'll be one of them, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, they had a few clinics on that day.
I need an answer.
Cool thing is you ask a couple of these guys like, how they. Is that? No, wrong way.
I have to actually
Like ask
see.
a couple
If
of
you could send
these
me
guys how they do a certain
Harry,
thing.
send me a
They
photo,
all have a
please.
different answer.
Let's see if I could minimize. If I could just quickly switch.
Oh. Bob's gone. I think he's Perry's texting him saying, "Hey, you want it like this or whatnot?" But I think he's got to jump off to see what he's showing him.
Yeah, all good. Anthony thinks that we should all come down in a bus to Amherst.
I seen that.
Problem
I'm
is
back.
that some of us live far. Like Mike is probably about 8 hours away from me.
So yeah, he wanted me just to
most
cut
of those
the,
guys are in southern Ontario.
Yeah, he actually wanted the. He wanted to know if I wanted the actual the horns on the couplers cut. So yeah, cut them.
At least the weather was good. Traveling. Down and back.
Going there was kind of nutty because it was way too foggy, and obviously if it's nighttime and then you add fog on top of that, and it was thicker than pea soup, so it's like You have to drive way slower than what you normally would.
Ah, yeah, I
But
forgot about the fog.
there wasn't a lot of people out that time of night as well. So
Yeah, it was foggy that night. That night was kind of a blur.
Hopefully Perry has heard my answer.
yeah.
3:30 in the morning.
The funny thing is, Dave, when I was talking to Nick from ITLA, he's such a humble dude that like I was telling him like you guys are doing some really great stuff. You know, I love the kits. Kits are amazing. Oh, what these old things? He's just and I'm like, but you make them look so good. He's like, nah, I just kind of slap them together. I'm like, yeah, but you make it look like so easy.
Nothing.
But,
I want to get one of those kits.
yeah.
'Cause you got a lot
Hopefully soon we can do that.
You get a lot of cool parts with the kit.
Yeah.
Like your mini print stuff, your
And you still have a fair amount of real estate too, so you're you got lots to fill out still.
Oh yeah. Gotta get going back on this. I haven't worked on the layout much this week. Actually, none at all. It's just been so busy.
Has work been busy?
Work's been busy, and then kind of jet lagged a couple days.
Yeah.
No matter what, work's always busy.
Yeah. So not a whole lot got done this week. States Friday night.
Yeah, they can be intimidating, especially if it's not something like that you're used to. For me, all I've ever done are the Walters kits, and I have fun with them. I don't have any complaints unless there's something that doesn't line up properly or don't look right. But I'd like a bit of a challenge.
Challenge is good.
Yep.
Those wood kits they take the paint well too. That's what's nice about them. Chalk paint. You can weather them up nice.
Yeah, absolutely, Anthony. Let me know when you're good, and then we can do that.
Hey, did you meet him down there? I didn't meet him at Springfield. He said we were busy. I said next time stop in. Busy or not.
It's hard to say. Because even when CP Whiskey Creek came up to me, he's like, "Hey," and I was like, "Hey," and because last time I seen him, he had zero facial hair. I didn't even recognize him at all, and I felt really bad. And he's like, "I'm like, I know you from somewhere." Needless to say, I was embarrassed. Everybody's always coming up and messing with me. It's nuts. Mike, is it safe to say that we're going next year or what?
I hope so. Either way, I'm going. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna need more trees. I have a feeling these super trees are gonna last me like a week, and then I'm gonna be like, well, should have got 2 boxes.
Yeah, you'll go through them pretty fast. Let's try some panel liner.
One of your grab irons came loose there, Mike?
No, just getting ready to weather this up.
No, I know you're weathering there, but I would just saw it looked like you had some glue out for, I guess, possibly a grab iron that popped out on you.
No, that's panel liner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to me a panel liner.
Bubs, if I make you full screen, can you kind of walk us through your process there with that? Do you mind
Yeah, sure.
doing the inside of the car?
Okay.
Okay, here, let me put you full screen for a minute there, and then you can just kind of. Did it do it? Are you full screen yet? Oh,
there we go.
Oh, clicked it twice. Okay, here we go. There we go.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm watching the main screen. I'm watching the main screen. I'm watching the main screen on my TV there right now. So I'm trying to use that as sort of a guide. So basically, I've actually put a whole bunch in, and all I'm using with the access that I still have is that I'm just brushing it up, just trying to fill it in as much as I can. And that's how I do the sides on this side to try and give you guys a shot as well. I'm using oxidized rust and carbon black. Carbon black for the outside and oxidized
what brand
rust
is
for
that?
the inside. Vallejo, sorry.
Vallejo. Nice.
Getting the rest of that.
Well, it's steel.
So if you use a paper towel, you'll catch some of that. Well.
Oh yeah, but what I'm using, whatever is still in the bottom here, I just keep rubbing it in.
Yeah, that way you don't lose it.
Exactly.
It's quite the process.
It is. I still would have to do 7 more cards like this as well. 6 gray ones and 1 more black one.
All right, Floyd, you have yourself a good day. We'll see you next week.
Floyd.
As well, after this, I still got
Chris.
Also, after this, I still got to dull coat it.
Hey, Adam, how's it going? Adam sees trains every workday.
Nice.
Very lucky.
I see trains at work too. I'm close to the tracks there at work.
I'm only close to my tracks.
There's no tracks where I am. I got to drive quite a ways for tracks.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
See, even with that panel liner, I don't know if you can see that.
Basically in the bush.
What panel liner are you talking about there, Mike? I'm right now still at full screen.
Oh, yeah, you're full screen. I'll show you after. Carry on.
Sorry. Yeah, give me 1 second. Sorry. I
Okay.
I'm gluing something, which you can't see because Bubs
Bubs
is
is
still.
still free.
Okay, here we go. There we go.
So I'm also doing a little bit of rush streaking on the ad side because of the corners right here. You know, the opening slots up here
Yeah.
that I'm pointing out with the brush. I'm sort of putting rust down there, sort of as the wall, like, because you know how some of the cars are. You actually get the rust coming out of those little spots there on the load from a train in the rain. So you actually do see the rust lines come down the ladder a little bit.
Nice. Dave saw the new Via Charger last week. Are you talking about the model or the actual train?
You still have
These
not caught it
conversations, you
yet.
never know. I'm ashamed to say that. Absolutely.
Apparently, Mark
You
wrote
think
on
I'd be sitting out there from like sun up till sundown waiting for it? Who wrote on it?
Eminem. He got a ticket for it.
Yeah. I know he talked about it on one of his lives. He was going to go on.
Yeah, he went from Ottawa to Montreal.
Did they do that last weekend?
I believe that he did.
Oh wow!
Since you guys were in the dark. You guys were in blackout mode until you guys finally got to Amherst. But yeah, during his live show, he was saying he was riding the train from Ottawa to Montreal and back.
Sweet.
And he rode on the Charger. Now, I don't know if he rode in business or normal coach.
Oh, he probably went business or first class.
No, it's Mark. I believe he went business class. Oh, he's laughing.
Oh, he's still in the chat. Okay, there you go.
He's still in the chat. Doesn't have to worry about his answer.
Probably got the ticket for coach, and then he started handing out his. And they bumped him up to to business class.
That's funny.
Wait a sec. He
bought the ticket for $20.25.
Wow, Mark. Whoa.
So technically, he hasn't gone yet.
Nope.
Oh, he hasn't gone yet. Ticket was.
Which is weird. I know people who have just jumped on the train from hit it at the right time.
2025.
Yeah.
That's like next year.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Made a mess of that stuff.
I knew Mark liked to be prepared ahead of time, but geez.
That's way out there.
Yeah.
Train tickets a year out.
Now, is it good any time or is it only in 2025? That is the question.
Yeah, I think he's got it for a certain date. I'm not sure.
Oh, it must be a special date.
Laura wants to take me on that train. It was an idea. No tickets were bought.
You'll
you know when I ride it. I'll review the snacks and the bathroom. That's what everyone does when they get on that train.
Review the snacks in the bathroom?
Yeah, but they just say, oh, here's the bathroom. They don't really give an in-depth look.
Some of them have done a lot of in-depth. Some of them have done a lot of in-depth reviews on the bathroom. I kid you not.
What's so
Yeah.
fancy about the bathroom?
It's a big open space.
Oh, jeez.
Lots of room. You can have a dance party in there,
Okay.
I believe. That's what I believe some of the people have been saying on the reviews.
And you push it. Yeah, there's a thing where you push a button and the door closes for you,
And locks.
which that's kind of sweet.
As long as
And
you
a
ain't
lock.
locked in.
Yeah, that's important too. That'll be Mark's live. Day 32 of being locked in the train bathroom.
No doubt, eh? Locked in, can't get out.
Anthony's asking if you have to prime inside the car before weathering. There, Bubs.
No, I don't think so. Not with this stuff. I find it just sticks to it, and I just dull coat it after.
I find when I prime the outside of the car, I just prime the whole thing at the same time.
I'm only gonna lightly weather this one. Not like my other two where I heavied them.
Mm.
We'll see.
I'm surprised you don't gray out the cab, basically, because all it has left is a little bit of orange here and there on them.
Yeah, I'll probably do a little bit more to the cab. I'm just using the panel liner right now. That stuff makes it really pop out. The panel liner from Tamiya. I don't know if you can see that or not. Just went over the panels.
Let's maximize you. I think we should maximize you. Let's try to see.
See how I did the panel here?
I
And
will
then do all that.
Okay.
maximize now.
Now.
Give it a second. There we go.
You can kind of see it, how it's like streaked on the stripes.
Oh, yeah.
Did the panel liner here by the door box.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So just a little bit, right? And then I'll take the airbrush after.
Yeah.
Give it some more detail.
As well, just to give you guys a heads up, you two.
Here's something kind of interesting.
Okay.
What you got?
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh, no, Bubs' thing sounded better. Go with that.
Oh.
Bubs, what were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say, next month, some stuff will be coming in for you two.
Oh.
Hoppers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Just in time for...
Just in time for what?
Do we find it ironic that hoppers are coming in for Easter?
No.
It'll be the theme.
Yeah, hoppers. Easter's in March this year.
Yeah, it is basically. It's
March
right
31st.
on the tail end of. Yeah, just before April 1st.
Yeah, it's early.
Very early. But there's that's coming in. I also got a whole bunch of wheel sets that will be coming in. I may also be having a lot of other hoppers
Are you
that will be
still
coming
gonna
in for
bring all
other.
your cars over?
Oh yeah, that'll have to be a summertime thing though. Like when I get the chance. Like it'll have to be say a live brunch build
Whenever
at
you're
your place.
Yeah, that's fine. I can make room for another here. I'm assuming if we're just trading out car wheels,
Oh yeah, 48,
I'm
48,
sure it's possible.
48 cars times 4. There you go.
We'll get an assembly line going.
Yeah.
For my thing, because I learned some interesting information about the new Aurora Miniatures SD50F.
Yes.
So unlike the 60, now remember you push the button and it turns on all the fans, right?
Yeah.
With the SD60, you're going to be able to turn on each individual fan and adjust
Yeah.
them so that they can go at different speeds, just like the
Okay.
real thing.
Nice.
It's the option I never knew I needed or wanted until it's presented.
So, what's the price Aurora's going to put them at MSRP Canadian?
Ooh, I don't know, but I think it's like going to be closer to like, 350, 375, something like that.
I thought it said 459.
Which I thought it would have been
Well,
459.
yeah, I saw
I don't know.
459.99 on their Facebook page.
You'd think it would be less because they already have the tooling is done, so it's like usually it goes down after it's already been tooled.
Well, not really. The cab's a lot different, to tell you the truth. They got to redo the cab.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That yeah.
Because the class lights are actually on the roof, they're not on the nose. That's one. I believe there's something else they have to do with it because I think there was something a little bit different with the SD50 compared to the 60. However, I know of a place that's when they get them, they're going to be a little. I think I know a place where the price is going to be more reasonable.
Define reasonable, like 300 reasonable, or
Yeah, high 300s.
I'm looking low 300s. I paid low 300 for mine. My 60s.
Yeah, that was my that too here, but
Low 300s.
yeah, but I guess from the price of a high of a just about of a past high 400, it's going to be a high 300.
The question I ask myself is, do I need SD50s if I've got SD60s? That's the question I'm asking myself.
Well, a lot of the times they were paired up, and they were actually used as they weren't mostly leaders though. They were at first they were leaders, but then they switched them more to as B units.
Yeah.
I'd have a hard time asking myself that.
Yeah, the SD50 actually had a different.
It's a tough sell for sure. So it'll sound different? You're saying?
I think it does. I think it does. I got to remember what the prime mover is that's in it. I actually got to look that up.
What was the other? Well, the P42s would be able to.
Yeah, those. Yeah, I'm really excited for the Dash 8 from Rapido. That's
Yeah.
going to be a big one for me.
Oh, I forgot about that shit.
I loved the first one that they did. I love the price point and everything. It wasn't as detailed as what these things are going to be, but they were amazing pullers. And yeah, I'm excited.
Excited, but the wallet's not excited.
Dave wants to know who's excited.
I said excited, but the wallet's not excited.
Yeah, the wallet's never excited. Dave wants to know if I got any of the new O&R box cars from Rapido. The only way I can answer that is by saying, watch for my mail call video that's coming out this week, probably tomorrow or the next day. And I will have a better answer for you then.
On the O&R boxcars?
Yeah.
So
these ones were originally done by Internet.
Okay.
But they had terrible trucks.
Okay, so it was actually downrated. It was a downrated motor. Its power output was supposed to be 3,500 horsepower, but it got downrated to 300. It got downrated to, what was it? 3,300 horsepower. Because they changed it to a 645, so it basically sounds like an SD40. Whereas the 60, if I look at this up right now with the prime mover, where are you? It had a 710.
Also, Bradley wants to know if anyone here thought the C40-8 CM by Rapido.
Ooh. No, I'm not getting that because it's because I got the GP9 RMs coming.
I got the GP9s with the slugs coming.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got a GP9 mother and slug set, and just another GP9 coming.
Yeah, I got twos.
Ooh, that's gonna be. Ooh.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Now, Bubs, which ones are you getting, Bubs? Are you getting all noodle, or are you going to get a zebra as well?
I'm getting 2 noodle because the one noodle was a road switcher, whereas the other noodle that comes with the slug, that was mostly a yard. So the actual ones that ran with a slug, they were actually long hood forward, whereas the ones that are standalone with ditch lights, they were actually road switchers and short hood forward. Yeah. But no, what I was saying about the SD50 and the SD60F, the SD50 had a 645 prime mover, 16 cylinder, whereas the SD60F had a 710 prime mover. So it's a different prime mover altogether.
Perry was saying that there was all sorts of issues with the SD50s, and that's why they didn't last long.
No. Well, they were mostly used as they weren't used as head end a lot either. They were mostly used as backup power on a consist.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as it came to the digital, as soon as they
John
basically
is asking if I got my pipe.
Your what? Your pipe's done.
Which pipes are you referring to, John? Yeah.
He has multiple.
I've been working on a lot of different pipes. I did
orange ones, yellow ones,
pipes for
blue
Mike
ones.
there, which I did get. Yeah, they turned out all right.
It turned out good.
I'm gonna have more pipes to do though, like soon.
Yeah. So I was also doing a what if. Well, I did get my design done for possible extension to Dubojo, but I'm not going to jump on it just yet if I'm going to do it. But basically, it will have a diamond going across and be interconnected.
Neat.
It would be, yeah, it would almost be just as long, and then it would have a 4.5-foot piece sticking off one way with another half piece sticking off the other way if you want to cross with Primo. So to me, I think I would actually have to put in a signal saying something's crossing, like actual signals on the main right there to say, to give it a double red. So it would be
How's your module coming along, by the way?
Well, I haven't worked on it because it's actually sitting at Hope Track in St. Anthony's right now because it's part of the layout next weekend. I left it there so that I could just go there, set up, and that's it. But I'm bringing it home after the weekend to work on.
Cool.
And as well,
Ryan says that he's excited for the rest of the military units there from Athern. My wallet's not excited.
Yeah.
I think I might end up getting the pack of them.
Yeah, I put an order in for the pack, but basically everything comes out all at once. They pushed everything back to all once now.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Do you think it was because they didn't know if it would do that well or not?
I don't know. I actually don't know why they do this. It's got me
because it's like they put out, the first couple.
Yeah, the first two. Then they were getting announced the next two, and then they're like, "Oh, we're going to push back the next two to when the last group comes out." And at the same time, we're doing all 5 again. Like, really?
Yeah, don't spread it out.
Yeah, spread it out. Because right now, it's going to hurt a lot of people. That was their plan. At first, their plan was to let them like put them out every so often so that everyone can get them. But now I don't know why they're doing this as the one shot.
Well, the problem with that is when you do it all in one shot, you're going to sit on them because people aren't going to buy all of them at once. They're going to have to wait.
Yeah.
The thing I don't like is that they rush the first two. So, like, obviously with like the roller bearing caps and whatnot, those will all be on all the new ones, but they're not on the old ones. So that's kind of annoying if you want them all to be like the same, basically.
Well, that's okay. Like, I don't mind about having 2 that don't have roller bearing caps, and the other 4 are going to be with roller bearing caps. But as well, I ordered a whole set of 5 just DC because those are going to go into my shadow box, whereas the other ones I'm going to have, they're all going to be DCC and sound so that I can put on the layout.
Yeah, it makes sense. But you put lock sound in yours anyway, so you'd have to order the DC anyways.
Well, one of them has lock sound. The other one still has soundtracks.
Oh, really? Oh, you didn't switch it over?
Yeah. No, I have not. I'm gonna wait till I get them, the last one, and then I'll get them switched over. Because don't get me wrong, Atherans with ESU are amazing.
Hey, Willow Creek Industrial Spur, how's it going? E42.
Hey, Chris.
And like, do I get a DC? Do I get a DCC in sound?
Oh yeah, that is coming out too as well. Lauren has a sample, doesn't he?
What's that?
A Via?
No.
Oh, the P42. Yeah, it's coming out.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and then yeah, Perry not till March 2025. So start saving now, everyone.
But the 6-pack.
Yeah, it'll be 2025's problem.
Well, I'm okay. Like I got credit that's always building up to where I'm getting mine. So
it'd be nice when they come out. There's what? How many in there? 5, 6?
there's there's 5 actual veteran units, and then I count it as a 6. There's Strathcona as well, which I ordered too. I consider that a veteran unit, but for the original 5, yes, they're all coming. Yes,
yeah,
those will be
all
that's going to be a lot of units. What's funny though is that they never did announce another NS run.
Are we thinking like? Are we thinking that there'll be like a nice box or something that they come in, or like has anything with that? Or?
I don't think so. I don't know, actually. I really don't know.
Brian wants to know who ordered a turbo train.
Not me.
Not me.
Did you, Chris?
I didn't pre-order one. I didn't pre-order it, but I'm pretty sure that I'll get the Otter Valley exclusive one.
To do a review?
To review, to run, to hold. You know.
Yeah. Oh, Perry said they did actually make more NS versions. Okay. Sorry.
I've always disliked the look of the turbo train. Like I just think it's ugly, but it's like the kind of ugly that you buy it anyways. Just to have it.
It's gonna be one of a kind. I thought about it, but I was like, yeah, no.
No.
We'll see what else comes out at the same time.
Wants and needs.
Yeah. Oh, the Otter Turbo already sold out on pre-orders, apparently, is what Perry said.
Nice. I am not surprised.
Oh, that's looking really good.
So I might give Nick and Renee a shout probably tomorrow. I won't
Oh, okay.
call it Sunday. I want to get one of those kits. See what they are Canadian. They're what, $290 American?
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. You get a lot in the kit. A lot of detailed
Oh
parts.
yeah.
Bubs, you gonna build a load for that or?
Oh, I already got a load for it.
Oh, yeah.
One of the Otter Valley specials.
Ah.
Because this is going to be sitting on my transfer track that goes to
So they're going to be
Iveco's.
doing a. They've got a more scaled load
Oh, do they?
that they're going to be doing, but that'll come out with the next run.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff coming up.
So those ones are good, but there's going to be even more.
I like them for the weight, to tell you the truth. It's amazing weight.
What's the difference between OVRs and Rapidos?
What?
The turbo train, I believe that's what Bradley's talking about.
Well, it is a Rapido. It's just that the Otter Valley exclusive is just an exclusive paint scheme. Really, it's still owned by
The
built
one
by
that
Rapido. That's got the wet
one that
noodle on
Otter
the
Valley has. It broke.
Broke records?
Well, it's the one that broke the land speed record or whatever.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Even though it does come as a 5-car.
Yeah, and
yeah. Yeah. I believe. Did it have a full 7? I believe it did have the full 7 cars though on it. So you will have to purchase the other 2 cars to go with that set. Or is it you got to purchase the other 4 cars? Because it's the 2 power cars and 3 that come as a 5, right?
Yeah. Then you got to buy the extra cars. Yeah.
Well, I got a funny feeling with
the CN one looks really sharp too. The all white.
Yeah. You know what though? With these 6,000 cars and these 6,400s, I think Akron's not doing them because I haven't heard anything about that.
Oh, yeah, they didn't even have any at the show.
No.
So I don't know what they're doing.
No, I'm guessing because Lauren has done such a fantastic job with these cars, they must have just dropped out.
Or the pre-orders were down. I don't know.
Probably because OVR flooded the market, which is awesome.
Yeah, because they didn't even have any prototypes at the show. That's 2 years.
No.
2 years.
Yeah, it has been 2 years since they
had nothing.
Yeah. It's been 2 years for sure.
Wow.
So I know the one after Tuesday they talked about that they're still doing them, but nobody's seen them.
Dave Hughes says the OVR version only ran with 5 cars.
Oh. What was the original version? 6?
No, the original. Well, it was 5 with 2 power cars, so it was actually 7.
Oh.
And then it went to 7 cars with the 2 power cars. And they went to a full 9-car system because one set of 7 did a head-on, and did a head-on with a truck, and the front like no one got hurt from it. I don't think, from back in the day, but the locomotive, the unit that did hit a truck, like it smashed the trailer. The truck was fine, but the nose was badly. It was beyond repairable. So I think they took the 2. I think they took the 2 units. They just took all the other cars off and put the 2 units together, and that was it. Those were scrapped, whereas the rest were added to the other train sets. And now I watched James's video
I think they're
before
in production now too. Like I think they
okay. Yeah, and now with
so it's not bad.
of course with and with Rapido actually requesting to rerun the Reach 6. I wonder how many pre-orders of that have been gone through right now.
The H6.
Basically, it's the other 10-wheeler there. The one, you know how the CP1 did, so they only did the CP1 first? The D10? Well, the H6 is the CN version of the D10.
Yeah.
Just different.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes. I wouldn't mind adding a steam locomotive to what I got.
Well, I'm still waiting on Empress. That's my my Empress. I can't wait for Empress to come out. Thanks, Anthony. I'm guessing James is now happy that he got. I can't believe how many people it went around all over the place until he finally got that box there of his stuff.
Oh yeah.
Went from me to Chris to Mike to someone else, and then finally to him. It's been it was in Ontario, then it went to New York State, then it went to Massachusetts, and then it came back.
She did some traveling.
Yeah. Sounds like, though, I think he's running it there on Monday night.
I think he's waiting on his bridge to be finished, and then he can do a full loop.
Yeah. Running with his FPA U2s.
He getting close.
Yeah. I think the only car he would need left is the full dome that goes on the back of that, which no one makes anymore. Because it was a Walther's car, Gold Line, but they never made it in 1954 scheme. When they first came out with it, they only did it in Via and in CN Wet Noodle. They never did it in the 54.
No?
No. Let's see here. I'm actually going to look that up.
While he's looking that up, we'll probably do a roundup here because it's 1 o'clock now, and it's about that hour, right? So we will we'll be over on Mike's channel tomorrow night for the Monday night live off the road tracks Monday, and then we'll be back here on Thursday for Third Rail Thursday. I'm doing this Thursday, so that'll be fun. Do you guys have any videos that are coming out this week? Anything that we should know about?
For myself, nothing at the moment, but I'll probably, well, of course, I'll be doing a layout tour video next weekend for the layout. So there's that. But other than that, nothing right now. But who knows? I may put something quick together and put it out. Who knows?
Mike, what about you?
Nothing really. Just gonna keep plugging away on the layout here and do a couple shorts or something. I don't know. Busy month, February. We're in February already. Ooh. Gotta change my calendar too.
Yeah. It's yeah, it's crazy how fast January went, but
yeah.
I've got a couple of videos that are coming down the line. Obviously, the mail call video for tomorrow or next day, and then I've been working on a video of the camera car, which that should be out hopefully soon as well. And then who knows? I'm sure I've got a couple of videos. Oh yeah, I wanted to do a roster update as well. So I want to see Mike do one of those.
Yeah. Not a good idea.
Do a roster update.
I would maybe have to do a roster update as well.
Depends who wants.
Yeah.
I got a lot.
I'll tell you a story about that. I took somebody with me.
Yeah, Bubs needs to do one for sure.
And you know how when you go to OVR, there's not really, like, the prices are there, but they're not there. It's probably for a reason. And,
yeah.
So I was at a different hobby shop yesterday, just kind of checking things out. And I had the CEO with me.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, "What's the price of that one there?" I'm like, "Oh, it's on sale, $289." She goes, "Yeah, what's that regular say?" $329. And she goes, "How many do you have in the basement?" I counted like 30. I'm like, "That's 30 that you seen, but not that much."
Yeah.
Never a good idea to take somebody into the hobby shop with you.
Actually, I think Ottawa Valley Ho-Track, they actually have my roster online. I could just do a rough count to say what I got, of how many.
How many locomotives?
Yep, I can do that.
Yeah, but people want to see them. You can't just say what.
Oh, I know.
You gotta show it.
I will after, but I'll just give you a rough guess of what I've got, as in how many I have.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm saying. So starting, I got 1, 2, 3. Give me a second.
Between Bubs and Brian there at Ink Rails, I'm sure they could both put out a part 1, part 2, and part 3 of what locomotives they have.
Is that right? Perry says he's got over 300 locomotives.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
But Perry has a bit more of an extensive collection because he does UP as well and whatnot. So he's got Canadian and American stuff.
Yeah, I did.
So I just counted. I got 59 locomotives.
That's not bad.
59.
Say real fast bumps. It doesn't sound that bad at all.
No. Now, Perry, I'll tell you right now, on this roster, I believe he has about 10 pages all to himself.
Well, I just seen that he said he got 300.
Oh, yeah. Like, I could tell you. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 3/4 pages full on the roster.
Well, it doesn't take long after several years to start collecting locomotives.
Yeah, a lot of UP, a lot of CP, a lot of BNSF, a lot of Amtrak, a lot of Santa Fe, a lot of Burlington Northern. Definitely a lot of EMD demos, NS, and a lot of UP.
Nice.
He still hasn't taken out his big boy yet, though.
Got to do a 24-hour stream just showing the locomotives. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, taking them out and
Yeah,
then
that would
putting
be-
them back in individually.
Oh, but out of the 300, what Perry? What's your favorite one out of the 300? Can you pick a favorite? Out of 300 locos.
Or what's your favorite manufacturer? I don't know if I got a favorite manufacturer. They're all good.
Well, mostly all the Perrys. I'll tell you right now, it's Athearn.
Athearn. Bubs, do you have a favorite out of all the ones that you have?
I don't know actually.
There's so many.
There is. There actually is.
I don't think I've gotten a bad one, to be honest with you. Not yet, anyways.
Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely a tough call.
Oh, definitely.
He doesn't have one favorite. He has multiple. He doesn't play favorites with his locos.
I find a bunch of them are starting to
The other
step
ones
it up,
get jelly.
like detailing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I am just finishing wrapping this one here, and then I'll call it.
Okay.
Dave says that his favorite is the ONR SD40. I hope that's a Bowser that you're talking about there. Because those Bowsers, let me tell you.
I never owned a Bowser until last year. So, and I was impressed with it. The Elko.
Oh, the Eco?
Oh, yeah, those are just like amazing in general.
Yeah, and like I said, I was impressed.
That's just an amazing locomotive.
Oh, yeah.
Detail, quality. I just started getting the other locomotives here recently, and I like those too. So, never owned any of those until now. Oops, where'd that go?
I'm still wanting someone to make a GP20. I want an Eco, a GP20 Eco. Someone needs to do a GP20 Eco.
Don't throw that
I'm not
out.
sure who would.
Well, if Bowser, because the SE30 Eco, CP only has that in its road. That is it. I could imagine Bowser doing the GP20 Eco. whereas they only have where CP only
Yeah.
has it on their roster.
Did you say that you wrote them a letter? I don't remember if you said you did or not.
I sent them an email as a what if to maybe a future project
Yeah.
to do an eco, a GP20.
Bowser needs to do the C636.
I thought they did.
Another release.
Oh. Well, it all depends on right after the SA40-2W.
Yeah.
Dave, you, me, both. I don't know how many times I've mentioned to certain companies, EP9 high nose, you can get at least 3 paint schemes out of that, and at least I think 6 numbers. So it would be, beneficial. But the problem is that it's a whole new tool.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of them need to do short line runs again, right? Some short line names.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. Well, I think that's all she wrote for today. We'll continue on next Sunday with more brunch build. I don't feel like I got much done today because the first half hour was like just me talking. So
that's okay.
But it happens. It happens. Yeah. Had to do a recap. But yeah, we'll continue, and then we've got a couple of lives this week. So we'll see you guys tomorrow over on Trackside Mike's channel for Off the Rails at 7 o'clock. Thank you, Mike and Bubs, for coming up and sharing and doing some work. So and everybody in the I was going to say everybody in the hobby, everybody in the chat as well. Thank you for coming up and hanging out. We'll see you guys next week.
Next week.